How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Today we're talking about the big Olight Black Friday sale for 2019. Link is down below if you want to skip some of this and just get to the sale. That's all good with me. But if you want to stick around for details on everything that is on sale, that's what we're going to do here in this video. Now, the Walther is not for sale, sorry, but pretty much everything else here is. Now, before I cover the details, I want to get into a quick anecdote to sort of illustrate why this is a motivation for me, why I keep talking about flashlights and Olight in particular. So I went to a birthday party recently. It was a birthday party for my nephew. My nephew is an adult now. His mom passed away. His mom is my sister. She passed away fairly recently. And so he's kind of dealing with some stuff and trying to sort of cope and mature in a way that most people don't have to that early. I wanted a good gift for him, something interesting, something cool, something that he would use, but something that kind of had some meat to it as well. So I grabbed an Olight that I owned that was one of my favorites, and it was actually very similar to this one right here, S1R II, Baton 2. We're going to talk about that here in a second. Very similar to that one. And I thought, that's a really good flashlight. I think I'll give him one. And so I did. And when I gave it to him, I was immediately impressed with how impressed he was. I showed him all the modes and how it all worked and what it did, how it was rechargeable and all that business. And I could see that he was really into it. It occurred to me that everybody I know can probably use a flashlight. Pretty much everybody needs one. Whether it's going in their purse or going in their truck or going in their car or going in their furnace room or going in their food storage room or going in some survival kit or some 24-hour kit, 40 or 72-hour kit or whatever it is, pretty much everybody on a keychain, pretty much everybody needs a flashlight. And that's one of the reasons that I want to keep showing you guys good deals on good flashlights. And Olight is just constantly present in that area, and that's one of the reasons you always see Olight flashlights and promos and so forth on my channel. But let's get into the Black Friday sale, which is huge, and you're going to want to take advantage of some of this, guys. Let's start with what's free. There's actually some free stuff. This guy right here, this Keychain Light, is free for brand new customers. So all you got to do is register on their website, and you add this to the cart. It shows up at $0, 0 cents. That is yours for free. Whether you buy anything else or not, you get this for free. I think you have to pay shipping, which is a few bucks, but it's a free flashlight. And it's pretty cool. It takes a single AAA battery, 90 lumens if I have that right, and just a nice little flashlight. Right here is the i3 UV, a UV version of that guy right there. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. It comes with one of the bundles that Olight has put together for this sale. But let's start from the top with one of the best-selling lights they've got, and one of the most interesting in my opinion, and that's this guy right here, the OPL-Pro on top of the Walther. The magazine, you can see, is empty, so we're going to go ahead and pop that in. Yeah, what a cool package that is. Ooh, dude, love this gun. So the Olight PL2, or the PL-Pro, excuse me, not the PL2, is very bright at 1500 lumens, comes in this black, it also comes in this desert tan, and you can see there on the bottom that it has this recharging port. How does that work? Real simple. So Olight, in pretty much all the rechargeable lights they sell, they throw in this little recharger right here, just hops on there magnetically, and then you've got this just recharges by USB, and that's it. Put that on there for, I don't know how long, hour, 2 hours, something like that. This will glow red while it's recharging, and then it will turn green when it's full. So there's a little plasticky area right there you can see, and that's where the light comes out. You can also buy this not just as the light, but you can get it in a bundle with this pressure switch. Check that out. These things are fantastic. I've used them on a handful of guns. They're extremely good as far as how they work. And basically you just push on that, light comes on. So it can be a momentary on where you press and hold, it's on, you let go, it turns off, or a steady burn where you just click and it stays on. So this attaches via Picatinny. It just kind of snaps, stretches and snaps onto whatever Picatinny situation you got going on. And it just works really, really well. Again, I've got this on 1 or 2 of my guns, and I love how simple it is. So great package. Again, you can buy it either in Desert Tan or Black. but you can buy a max of 2 per person. So that's worth knowing. And if you buy it alone, just the light, it's 35% off or $84.47. If you buy it in the bundle with the pressure switch, it's 45% off. So 35 or 45 with the bundle with the pressure switch bundle, and that's $87.95. So just a few bucks more, and you get that pressure switch. In my opinion, well worth buying the bundle with the pressure switch. So that's my recommendation there. So that's the first one I wanted to talk about. For those of you guys that have pistols that have rails on them, like this Walther does, you want to consider getting some kind of a good weapon light, and the OPL-Pro is an extremely good one from Olight. So moving on, we've got a lot more here to talk about. Let's see. Oh, the M2R Pro Desert Tan. That's not this one, that's a Seeker. This is the M2R right here. Now this comes with a bunch of things as well. I believe it comes with the recharger. I think it's a recharger just like that one. And then you can also get it in the remote pressure switch bundle, which is going to be similar to this pressure switch here. Now I'm showing you the camo one, so that's not the one that is on sale. The one on sale is the Desert Tan version of that, which is a brand new edition. So they had the black one and this camo that were released fairly recently. Now the Desert Tan is coming out. I believe it's not a right angle pressure switch like this as far as the attachment. It just comes straight out the back. Otherwise, you can just use it handheld like so. Very, very cool. 1800 lumens max and multi-mode as well with the button there on the side. Really good flashlights and very, very versatile. Again, you can mount them to weapons or you can just use them as a handheld thing. It comes with a pouch. I think I mentioned that, maybe I forgot. But 30% off is what you're gonna get on this, which is $81.95. You can also bundle it and get the, I think it's a Picatinny mount, as well as the remote pressure switch. If you buy it that way, then it's 40% off and $97.91. You limit 2 per person on either of these packages. And then there's another bundle where you get the Desert Tan, as well as the i3T, which is this guy right here, in black. So just like that. So you get these two right here. That would be, I don't know what percent off it is, but $83.94. So great packages all around, depending on what you decide to pick up and what you feel like you need. But great, great stuff. Next up, let's talk about the Seeker 2 Pro in orange. This one is obviously not in orange. It's in their Desert Tan or FDE, but they have released a new one in bright orange. Not really bright, but it's kind of like a, to me it looks like a drab orange, but it's still very cool looking. In any case, check it out on their website. But it comes with a charger, obviously, like that, magnetic base, LDOC for holding sort of upside down like that. Very cool and very powerful light. You see there's 3 LEDs in there with a max lumen count of 3,200. Take this thing outside, poof, man, you will illuminate the neighborhood. So very powerful light, and I think I said that it is 30% off or $99.95. And then you can also get it in the bundle with a Desert Tan i3T, and you get that bundle for 40% off, which would be $103. Limit 2 per person for those bundles. Next up, the S1R II, or the S1R II Red. Yeah, that is called the S1R II. I'm really excited about this, guys. Check that guy out. It's like Iron Man's pocket flashlight. So cool looking. Gold and red, just gorgeous. I mean, they've come out with a number of varieties of the S1R baton over the years. One of the most recent ones that they came out with is this guy right here, Desert Tan in blue. So cool. I've got several of these. They're just excellent lights and really my favorite to carry on an everyday basis. And I would say that of all the lights they make, if you're thinking about giving some gifts away, look at doing this one. Everybody can use this light right here. It's small enough to fit in a purse, small enough to fit just about anywhere, in pocket, whatever. And it's extremely useful. 1,000 lumen, multi-mode, everything here is multi-mode, but this is 1,000 lumens. So it's no slouch. It'll illuminate and take care of basically all your lighting needs. You can fit that on a ball cap by slipping it backwards like that. It's just extremely, extremely versatile. Now the deal on this one is 30% off, which is 49 bucks. Or you can bundle this for 40% off. Bundle it with the i3 UV, this one right here. That is 40% off or $50.94. So stellar deal on that little bundle right there. It's an OD green finish on it, but it does shine UV light. Look at that. Whoa. I can feel that. It's a little bit warm. Yeah, so cool. Anyway, the UV light, I've done a little bit of testing with that, and it is pretty spectacular. What's the use for a UV light for most people? That's kind of up for debate, I suppose, but I think they're very cool and worth having at least one in the household for a number of different reasons. S1R, that's my top recommendation right there, even though this is one of the most popular ones, and you're probably going to want to get that if you're into weapon lights at all. But if you just want a daily carry light, this is probably one of the better ones to buy. Next up, the Baton Pro Titanium Limited Edition. 2,000 lumen guy right here. Whew. I can't tell you how impressed I am. This is my first experience with the Baton Pro. Been trying it out, been holding it, been using it, and so forth. I love the feel of this thing. The titanium version in particular. I mean, look at it. It's just gorgeous. So matte and gray. There's something about that that just stands out as extremely cool to me. And it's just aesthetically cool looking. This guy is 30% off or $89.95 with a limit of 2 per person. Great light to stock up on for something to keep in your car, to keep in kits. And certainly it's something you can EDC. Nice pocket clip on it for carrying one of 2 directions. And it's going to be EDCable for most folks, and just extremely bright and extremely useful for anybody. But the Baton Pro Titanium, that's a limited edition. I don't know how long that'll be around. If you like titanium looking things, and if you just like stuff that's made out of titanium, that guy right there at $89.95. Again, that's 30% off. Get it while you can. Very cool. Next up, another limited edition, the S2R II in pure copper. Look at that. Solid copper. Is there anything sexier than solid copper? I don't know if there is. And that guy is 30% off as well, or $59.95 limit 2 per person. What's the deal with the S2R? This guy is 1150 lumens, 1150 lumens. I've got the black version right here as well. So they're fantastic lights. They're sort of like the step up in size from the, well, let's compare these two. The step up in size, the bigger brother to the S1R, as you can tell by the name, S2R versus S1R. And so it bears a lot of the same look, a lot of the same sort of ergonomics and feel. And as far as the modes, they sort of move around and change in the exact same way, go to different levels, obviously, but they're very much related to each other. And so that's kind of the deal there. This is the very small pocket light, and then this is another pocket light. It's a little bigger, a little more powerful, and longer running, I think, too, because this uses a single 18650 battery, whereas this uses a rechargeable CR123A. I believe that's correct. Anyway, but the solid copper, the reason I have this guy on the table right now is because I wanted to show you how these things patina over time. The more you use them, the more you carry them, the more sort of involved they are in your life. And that's not even a very heavy patina at all. But it does develop a nice, kind of a dingy, I don't know what you call it. It's just aesthetically really cool. It's kind of a steampunk sort of a thing. But this comes vacuum sealed to keep it, unexposed to oxygen. And then when it arrives to you, you cut that open and just start using it. Watch that patina build up over time. Oh, it's well worth having. And again, $59.95. So very sexy and very cool. I think one of the coolest ones to make out of copper, in my opinion. They've made a bunch of other ones out of pure copper. In my opinion, this guy, it's just the right size for it, a little bit heavier than the standard version, which is made of aluminum, but not too heavy that you can't carry it and use it. So that guy right there, the Olight S2R Baton II in copper, whew, that's one to think about. $59.95 for that guy. Couple other cool ones to run through. So the standard Seeker 2 in black or Desert Tan, that's 30% off. Then we can also get into the PL Mini 2 in black or Desert Tan. And that's a very cool light as well. I've shown this in previous videos, but let's just throw one on top of the wall real quick. The cool thing about this thing is that it can slide to adjust and fit on whatever gun you got. So let's say you got something really compact, but it does have one rail section on it. Slide it back, lock it down, and you've got your light, dude. You've got your light ready to go. Look how small that is. So even if your gun is that compact, all right, you can still throw a light on it. That's what's so cool about the PL Mini 2 in black or desert tan, whatever you choose to pick it up in. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites as far as weapon lights that Olight has produced, and those are on sale. They're 1,000, or sorry, no, not 1,000, those are 600 lumens. So very manageable light for sort of using indoors and perhaps on concealed carry weapons and so forth. And those are $59.95, 30% off. Don't know if there's any limit on those ones. Hopefully not. Maybe you can buy like 50 of them. Next, the S1R II in black. So this one here, but just in black. And you can get that for $45, $47, which is 30% off. Okay, moving on to the S2R II in black. So yeah, this exact one is also part of the flash sale, the Black Friday deal. And this guy is, again, 30% off, $48.97, I believe. And it's 1150 lumens, exactly like that, as I said before. Bunch of other things at like 20% off. I mentioned the i3E. That is a free gift to new customers. And I know there's some other things that I'm forgetting. And I'm sure there's a lot of details about these lights that I'm completely leaving out, weights and so forth. And I'm trying to keep this short-ish. But again, as I said in the opening, guys, everybody you know can use a flashlight. Probably needs 1, 2, or 3 or more. And Christmas is the perfect time to pick these lights up and to give them away as gifts. I highly recommend getting a hold of at least a few really good Olights this year, giving them as your Christmas gifts, because you will be surprised how much the people you give them to appreciate those flashlights. When they see the potential and what they can do and how useful they are in their lives, I have mine with me all the time. Just like my nephew did, I think your loved ones are going to be very happy with that gift. So link is down below. Please use that so Olight knows that I sent you over. I'm the Late Boy Scout. You're awesome. Thanks for watching. See ya.